Hey there, it's Vicki Marie. I want to welcome you back to my channel. Now, I just got an Amazon delivery with some of my go-to beauty staples. Like this is it's not skincare, it's basically my makeup that I do on a daily basis. If I'm not going out to something fancy, which is rare, this is my go-to. And it's been for a while. I think it really helps us to have a go-to routine. That's really just good self-care. So we don't have to, take one thing off out of our head. Like, what am I going to do with my face today? What product am I going to use? Oh, let me go on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram and find the best thing. No, have your go-to that you know works for you. That's all you need. And I have a really simple one that just blends right in with this self-care reset theme that I have going on in this current month of September for me, but it's always a good time to do a self-care reset. And this is just a little reminder that self-care does not have to be over the top. Just those simple little things that we do for ourselves that make us feel put together, like just putting on a few makeup products. Right now I have nothing on. I've done my vitamin C and I did my light therapy, and that is it. So I've been using this for about a week now, and I'm not recommending it because it's a new device to me. It's called a beauty device, and it's the light therapy. And I haven't done this before, but I am a believer in light therapy. Like I looked at some of the research myself, and I do think that it works. It makes a difference. So I've been practicing this in the morning. Sometimes I'll use the yellow light, but today I just did a quick little demo here. And I did the red light, and I do the blue light, the red light, and the yellow light. But while I'm doing it, I'm practicing my breathing, because I talked about this mindful breathing and how you can just take a minute to do that. Well, the perfect time to do it is when you're doing something like this. Now, I know people who kind of watch the morning news while they're doing their face routine and stuff, and that's fine too, multitasking, and especially if we're rushing. But the whole point of my self-care reset is to not allow the adrenaline to take over if I can help it, because that adrenaline takes over. That's why you feel rushed, not because you're behind. It's because you've got now the adrenaline and all of that in your system. So breathing really helps with that. That's why I do the breathing exercises. If I feel rushed, instead of going, okay, I feel behind, I feel rushed, I need to now hurry and get to my next thing that I want to get done for the day. Rather than doing that and then using that adrenaline to fuel me, which is fine if you're running from a bear or like there's a crisis or your child needs you. But in my case, that's not the case. So just simply take a moment to breathe, pause, and just breathe. So now let me show you what I'm going to do for the next step. Now I've taken all the products out, the paper wrestling out. I'm just going to show you what's in my box. I have the CeraVe Hydrating Mineral Sunscreen in the 30 Face Sheer Tint. I bought 3 because they're only $5 and something. It's the e.l.f. Monochromatic, the multi-stick. I have 3 of these. I keep one in my makeup bag, one in my purse, and one sort of at my kitchen. Like I have my little drawer in my little box in my kitchen that I just keep a few odds and ends that I might need during the day. So when I'm filming, I generally throw some of this on my lips. I don't use a lot. So I have that. I do use a little bit of eye pencil. So I do have this. It's the Charcoal Revlon. And I have to just do a little shout out to my friend Misha Lee, because she once mentioned in the comments that I might look good in charcoal eyeliner. So I did. Misha, if you're watching, I bought some and I've been using it for a while and I really like it. It's not too dark. I don't always have eyeliner on, but every now and then, and it sort of always does make me feel a little more put together. And when you're filming videos, if you have a channel, I think everybody knows now, because we all have phones. We all take pictures of ourselves and videos, even if you don't have a YouTube channel. So you can look one way in person, and then you look on your depending on your lighting, you can look at your video and you're like, oh, that doesn't quite look like me, or look the way I want to look, or look right. And so there is an art to, like, for beauty channels, when they're doing makeup all the time and they're good at it. They know how to do their makeup. I don't. I also have some of this NYC Plumping Gloss Clear. I don't always use it, but it is a go-to in my makeup bag if I want a little bit of shine. And the Maybelline Sky High Mascara in the black, very black. I don't use a ton, but you know, I'm light complected, sort of. My hair's light, even though I do have gray growing in a bit, you know, but I have more gray. I mean, I do dye my hair, just you guys know that. I dye my hair. Not ready to be a silver fox yet. Actually, I guess I only got 2 of these. I thought I got 3 of these e.l.f., but yeah, there's only 2. I thought I bought 3. But anyway, I have 1 that's almost empty, so that's all right. I do have 3. These products are really my go-to for feeling my best, whether I'm going to the gym or Walmart or the grocery store or having lunch with friends. I feel put together, you know, and it's no fuss, that's my style. Simple and no fuss.
Oh no, with your words on repeat, I will break like a twig right under your feet. Don't you say that you didn't want me. You turned me upside down and then you're in my bed and under my skin. Oh, where will it end if I let it begin? So bittersweet, you know life's too short, so let's not waste another minute. Hey, it's alright now. Listen to such a beautiful sound. Hey, it's alright now.
And that's my simple self-care routine. It's kind of windy out here, so hopefully you can hear me. So makeup isn't a big deal for me. It's not like some people, but it is an everyday thing. I have to work it in so I can feel my best. It is a part of my daily self-care. And it is about those little rituals every day that make me feel more like myself. So blending that with breathing, doing a little light therapy and slowing down in the morning, it does help me to reset before the day, especially on those days where everything feels upside down. And that's what this series is all about. Finding simple things, simple ways to take care of ourselves without making it feel like a chore. And having these little simple projects and little routines helps me start my day without too much fuss. Now, I'd like to hear from you if you have any makeup staples. Now, you gentlemen, hey, you wear makeup, fine, or let me know. You guys wearing skincare now? A lot of guys are doing that. But what do you do as a part of your staple, your routine to help you start your day? Or whatever it takes in the morning for you to feel your best, even on the busiest of days. And I always love reading your tips and your ideas, so keep the comments coming. And regarding the light gadget, I am not recommending it. Jury's still out here, but I'm letting you know so you can kind of watch as we go through, and you'll be able to tell the difference. If I can tell the difference, I'm trying it out. So I'll come back later after I've used it for a little while and give it some time. And that's my little haul video today, and I hope that helps you and reminds you that self-care can be really, really simple. And a lot of things that you're already doing, think of them, count them. Like, what are you already doing that makes you feel a little better and helps you just take better care of yourself? Now, I'm trying to do a few more videos this month, and I want to weave in this whole theme of self-care, but I'm still going to do sort of the typical videos that I've done in the past, but just with this sort of underlying theme. And we are going camping, part of our digital detox, just getting off the grid. And I will get some pictures of that and talk more about that. And if I don't have a video out in the next few days, it's because I'm off the grid. I'm doing a digital detox for a few days, and I don't know if I'll have internet service. And I'm uploading and filming and editing all from my phone right now. So I'm sort of challenging myself this month to put more regular videos out, but do it in a way that helps me to honor my self-care. Because as you know, whether you have a job or a hobby or like a YouTube channel like me, where you're just trying to balance life with these projects that you do, it's all about balancing that with self-care. And we can get really stressed with whatever project we're doing, even if we love what we're doing. We have to kind of step back and fit that into our life in a way that helps us to show up our best. And that's part of what I'm practicing for myself this month. So as you move through the videos this month, think about it. What is your intention? Like, what is it that you really want? Look at your life and think, what is it that I'm really looking for? Most of us are just wanting to be happy, and that's why I'm bringing that term up a lot. How do we live a happy life? What does that even mean? Like, what does that mean? It doesn't mean you walk around like, hey, I'm happy all the time. Heck no, because we're going through stuff. So we'll talk about that more. I have a book recommendation for that too. I'm going to talk about that on another video coming up, about what I mean about being happy. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. If you're taking on any of these tips that I've shared, let me know which ones you're going to try out this week or in the next few days, and share what you're doing. If you have any tips for me and the rest of the group here, share those in the comments. I really, really love that. And I will be back hopefully in a couple days. But if you don't see me in a few days, I'm coming back as soon as I can get back on the grid. I'm doing a digital detox for a few days. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on the next video.